Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Hewerman, and I am one of the Detox Divas here for Heart and Body Naturals. I am super excited to bring to you tonight one of my favorite products that HBN carries. And I think once you hear this presentation tonight, you are going to understand why fulvic acid is the one product that I will tell every one of my people, every one of my customers to get onto. First, I want to introduce you to this amazing trilogy. We can call them a trilogy since we've got a trilogy, right, in our product line. This is Ben, Paula, and Alexandria. Ben is the husband and co-founder of Heart and Body Naturals. Paula is our queen, our owner. She's the brains behind all of this. Alexandria is our formulator. Heart and Body Naturals belief system is simple and has been demonstrated every day for the past 8 years in our parent company, Green Organics, to always be authentic, ethical, and transparent without favoritism, while respecting the invaluable partnerships with our consultants, the volunteer workforce. I know Paula has mentioned several times in conversations with her that she just wants to make an impact. And she's constantly coming up with ideas on how to make it better for us in the field and how to make it better for our customers. So we're truly blessed to have such amazing leadership at the corporate level. We wouldn't have any of these products without this amazing woman. I don't know if you've heard of Alexandria before, but Alexandria has 30 years of aromatherapy. She's a formulator and educator, owner of the Brighton Institute of Botanical Studies, and the creator of Degenerative Disease Clinic down in Mexico. She's also created her own herbal pharmacy. And because she is so well known globally, around the world, for her pure plant promise and her knowledge in aromatherapy and herbalism, she gets first harvest rights on anyone that on any farm around the world where we are growing our plants, no matter who the other companies are that are also harvesting from that farmer. Alexandria and Heart and Body Naturals gets first dibs on that harvest. One of the things that I love about Heart and Body Naturals is the fact that there is a pure plant promise. Everything is of pure ingredients. There are no toxins, no fillers. It is all completely organic, and quality ingredients begin with pure raw ingredients. Like I mentioned just a moment ago, they are pure, they are organic, and they are the best that you will find if you do any comparison on ingredients. A lot of the companies out there will have citric acid in them, and typically that comes 95% of the time that comes from black mold. So read your labels, people. Anything that says citric acid, you're definitely not going to want to have in your products. My name is Tina Hewerman, and I'm a Sapphire Director with Heart and Body Naturals. I've been married for 30 years. I'm a mother to 3, 1 in spirit. I'm a grandma to 2. I'm the firstborn of 6, but I'm not the oldest because I stayed 29. I was a daycare provider for 16 years. I've been an entrepreneur because of that for 25. Actually, it's more than that now. Number 1 on my bucket list is to meet Axl Rose, and number 3 is to be on the show Survivor. I just completed number 2 last month, and that was speaking on stage at an international conference. Before we go any further, because of some of the information I'm going to be sharing, I want to make it perfectly clear that nothing that I'm sharing is giving medical advice. Heart and Body Naturals, the presenter, the Detox Divas, do not endorse, promote, or recommend any specific products, treatments, or therapies for health purposes. Statements in this presentation have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The products and information discussed in this presentation are not intended to diagnose, cure, treat, or prevent any illness or disease. You must consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your diet, supplement use, prescription drug use, lifestyle, or exercise activities. Reliance on any information provided in this presentation is solely at your own risk. And always conduct thorough research and consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new health regime. So let's just get right into it, shall we? What is fulvic acid? Fulvic acid is I call it a miracle dirt, and it really is dirt. Fulvic acid is a group of chemicals formed when plants and animals break down. It is found in the humus, the organic matter part of the soil, and peat. And it is also found in streams and lakes. I believe our source is a 39-million-year-old source where we are able to extract our fulvic. So fulvic acid is truly what humans crave. It has more than twice the potency of other fulvic acid products on the market. There are 18 antioxidants, 14 organic acids, provides mitochondrial antioxidants. If you've been on our Diva calls in the past, we went in deep on the mitochondrial function of the body and the gut health. And if you don't know what those recordings are, let us know and we can get that recording for you. In fact, I'll post one of them with the replay on this later this evening. Cardiovascular support, gut microbiome, lipid metabolism, neuroprotective, which is huge, improves oxygen transport, another huge factor, increased nutrient absorption, provides rare trace minerals, polyphenols, and improves hydration. So let's get into that just a little bit more. But first, let's start with this man here. Dr. Linus Pauling, winner of 2 Nobel Prizes, said that you can trace every sickness, every disease, and every ailment ultimately to a mineral deficiency. So what causes the micronutrient and mineral deficiencies? Basically, the human body is the periodic table, and we need all of that in trace amounts in order to be living beings. Otherwise, without that, we become very sick. The cause of mineral deficiencies vary from person to person. They can be anything from poor metabolism, inadequate dietary intake, to chronic use of medications or diseases that impair absorption and excretion of minerals. Micronutrients and vitamins and minerals are needed by the body in very small amounts. However, their impact on the body's health is absolutely critical. Any deficiency in any of them can cause severe and even life-threatening conditions. They perform a range of functions, including enabling the body to produce enzymes, hormones, and other substances needed for normal growth and development. So we have some of the top 3 leading health issues that we have going on in the world right now is obesity, chronic pain. Obesity can lead to a whole bunch of other, it's a domino effect with obesity. You get, because of the stored up toxins in the body and not eating correctly, then you're going to have all those other issues that take place. And then with those poor eating choices, it also causes free radicals within the body that can attack the nervous system. Is going to try to get rid of those, and that can lead to chronic pain. Those are just 2. Mental health is a huge issue, especially right now with everything we've had going on the past couple of years. I myself have been, return to editor, hold on. Sorry, let me put that back into presentation mode. Don't know what happened there. As most of you know, my family suffered a huge mental health crisis back in 21. Pretty scary statistics right there on that board. 60% of the youth with major depression do not receive any mental health care. What is this all about? We've got so many different mental health issues going on in the world. Part of it is going to start in the gut. Again, we talked about that on the call when we talked about the microbiome and the gut-brain connection, but it starts in our soil. And look at that top left form picture right there with the depletion of minerals in the soil. And remember, the first post back there, the first slide back there talked about the mineral deficiency. So if our food that we're eating is less and less and less loaded with the minerals, the vital minerals that our bodies need just to function. We're getting all of these diseases and illnesses, right? And there's more compounding factors that we're going to get into here in a second also. But look at that. Back in 1980, you could eat one orange to get the nutrient consumption that the orange needed to provide for the body. Now you must eat 8 of them. That's 27% less calcium, 30% less iron, 21% less vitamin A. And that number on the bottom, the 70 years of soil depletion, that is an average of how much depletion has gone on with the food. So the food is being grown basically in a dead soil because of over farming, the chemicals, the fertilizers, the pesticides, everything that's put on the crops. It really just kills the soil. So the soil does not have a life force to it anymore. And it does not have the nutrients and stuff. So when it's growing, while it's growing, it's not providing that vegetable with the proper nutrients that you need. And in all honesty, farmers are not paid for the nutrient value of the food. They're paid by the quantity that comes out of that field. So they're going to put growth hormones on that. They're going to make sure the weeds are out of there. They're going to, do all of these things to make sure that they have the largest amount of growth out of that crop, because that's where their money's at. That's their lifestyle. Toxins can come to us in many forms. There are chemical toxins, there are stress hormones, there are internally produced toxins from gut bacteria imbalance, yeast overgrowth, lack of digestive enzymes, food sensitivities, intolerances. Then you've got the microorganisms, you've got the self-administered smoking, drugs, alcohol, pharmaceuticals, overindulging. You've got digestion, skin absorption, inhalation, and of course, digestion, chemicals used to process foods. Look right there, that's what happens. You've got your fresh produce in the pasture that is sprayed, not only with the chemicals that the farmer is using, but it is also being sprayed from contaminants in the air and the climate control with the good things, with the controlling the weather. That food, that produce is then fed to the livestock. The livestock, if you're a meat eater, then we're consuming that, and it's a big vicious cycle of chemicals that are continually repurposing themselves within the body, within our livestock, and within our land. Then you've got the food and the pharmaceuticals over there. You've got Nutraseed, aspartame, Splenda, high fructose corn syrup, canned food, pasteurized dairy, unrefined soy. I mean, look at that list. That's in just about everything that we have. Even if you're an organic farmer, there are still going to be chemicals within the food that you're eating because of the environmental toxins that we're exposed to all the time. And of course, you see the background picture there, the pharmaceuticals. Well, there's a lot of people, my husband and his family included, where pharmaceuticals are, they have no issue with those. It's a struggle, but at least I can make the choices to cook healthy for him. Let's go to that next slide there. So fulvic acid it's the life force. It has all of those minerals, all of that life force, all of that energy from the plants that once lived there in that area. Everything has energy, but not everything has life. And I know some people, you may be familiar with the word shilajit. That is a product that is similar to fulvic, but it requires chemicals to extract it. Rocks do not have a life force, and it only contains at most 10% of fulvic acid in it, where ours has life, energy, comes from nature, and it's 40% fulvic acid. So I did want to make sure that, because somebody asked me about that the other day, and I wanted to make sure that I cleared that up. So where do we get how does fulvic help our bodies? How does it help us go into homeostasis, and how do we keep thriving when we take the fulvic acid? It boosts nutrient uptake. There is a study that was shown that fulvic acid can increase nutrient absorption at the cellular level by 45%. It optimizes cellular energy, and it aids in the efficient conversion of food and nutritional supplements into energy, helping individuals feel more energized and focused. It provides cellular balance. Now, I know a lot of you know my history with my mom. She had a huge cellular imbalance going on in her body, and I spent 7 beautiful weeks walking her to heaven. It supports cell longevity. Fulvic, it helps neutralize the free radicals, supporting the body's antioxidant defense, which is crucial for slowing down the aging process and promoting cellular longevity. It turns over good cells. Neutralizing free radicals, fulvic acid is an antioxidant and it has the antioxidant properties, meaning it can neutralize the free radicals within the cells. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage the structure of the cells, and fulvic acid helps protect against this stress, supporting the integrity and the function of the cell. I got that on there twice, the nutrient uptake. Heavy metal chelation, it can help chelate or bind to mineral ions, helping transport them through the cell membrane. This chelation process makes minerals more bioavailable to cells, supporting various cellular functions. You can see right there where the free radicals come from: inflammation, metabolism, smoking, radiation, air pollution, UV light. It can cause DNA damage once those cells get damaged. And then you can see all the cells up there that fulvic acid is beneficial in supporting. So it's not just the internal, it goes much deeper than that. It's just a beautiful product that helps on so many levels. Gut health and immune response. Fulvic acid supports the efficient functioning of the mitochondria. That is so important for your digestion, your gut-brain connection, the mental health that we talked about earlier, the energy-producing structures within the cells. This support helps optimize the production of ATP, the primary energy currency within the cells. Pretty cool, isn't it? It may have an impact on the immune system cells, potentially helping modulate immune responses. It's a great autoimmune it's a great immune system support. The regulation of this is essential for maintaining immune balance and supporting the body's defense against pathogens. Fulvic acid, let's just recap that real quick before we go into the uses of it. Supports the cellular activity, enhancing nutrient absorption, providing antioxidant support, aiding in the detoxification, assists in enzyme development, remineralizes the body. We talked about how important that is earlier, increases the oxygen and balances the pH. Now, those two things right there, if you understand how the human body works, once it becomes sick, you have got a low oxygen at the cellular level, you've got low oxygen in the body, you have an acidic environment. And both of those two things right there, I think, are two of the most important parts about the fulvic acid, not to mention the cellular protection, the detoxification, but those two right there, diseases and parasites, we're doing a 10-day parasite cleanse right now with my team, they cannot survive in that type of environment. And the energy frequency too, for those of you in the energy or have any idea about energy and how that works within the body, there's different frequencies in the body. And once you get to a certain level, that's when diseases start to come in. Fulvic acid, we've got a call on that too, where I forget her title. She's a frequency energy doctor. She did a call with us one time on the Divas, and she loves the fulvic because it re-energizes at the cellular level. So you've got energized cells, you've got a balanced pH, you've got the increase in oxygen, supports the immune function, supports energy production. We just talked about that. fights those free radicals, and healthy weight management. So how do you take it? Well, most people right now take it like this. I use the powder. I typically only suggest the powder to my people because the powder, we're going to get into the other ways to use it here in just a second, but I like the powder because it is so much stronger than the liquid, and it only takes 1/8 of a teaspoon. There's like 73 servings in that bag. Take it 1 hour before or after any other meds or supplements. What it's going to do, it's going to increase the absorbency of those minerals and vitamins that you're taking. So just think the powerhouse of our mind, body, soul trilogy, combining that with the fulvic and taking those amazing formulations of mind, body, soul, or any of the other products that we carry, even our minerals, into the cellular level. Guys, we're going to live forever with these products that Paula's putting out and Alexandria is formulating. And drink it within 30 minutes. This is one thing that I don't think gets talked about enough. If you let your fulvic sit for more than 30 minutes, I know we talked about this on the very first fulvic call we did about 1.5 years ago, but I don't think it's been brought up since. Drink it within 30 minutes because the oxygenation power of the fulvic can dissipate out of the glass. So you want to make sure that you drink that within 30 minutes. I've got low and slow on all of these slides, so I remember to talk about that part. Marcus said the powder is so potent. Absolutely. The powder is extremely potent, and even the liquid is very powerful too, but that powder is another level. Whichever one that you do, whichever one that you choose to purchase and take, make sure that you start out at half of what the serving size is suggested, because I have a friend that is on fulvic and she can only take 1/64 of a teaspoon. I did get her some drops and she's able to take a little bit more of those, but with that powder, it's 1/64. We had to buy special teaspoons for her. And so, pictures coming in. So it just all depends on your body. You've got to know your body and some of the symptoms that you might feel when you're taking the fulvic. If you're taking too much of it, one, you've got to make sure you're drinking a lot of water, because if it's detoxing and grabbing on to all of those nasty chemicals within your body that we get all the time, like you can do a full detox, you can do the liver detox with us, you can do that reboot with us, you can do the dry brushing. And we've got all these amazing products for detoxing, but if you're not drinking that water to flush them out, they're just going someplace else. So make sure you're drinking a lot of water. And if your water intake is good and you start to feel sluggish, you start to feel like you've got a headache, you're just not feeling 100% in your body when you start taking this, you're probably having some detox reactions, especially if you're full of parasites. When the parasites start to die off, they release an ammonia into the body and it can make you feel really yucky, and you don't want to feel that. So if you start to feel any yuck when you start to take the fulvic, cut that serving size in half and then do that for a week, and then try to build back up. The teaspoon, the serving scoop that comes in that bag of fulvic is 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is why I had that there on that screen. So you can also use the powder externally. I know I talked about this the other day in one of the groups. Our skin is the largest organ in the body. There are two types of pores. One is sweat pores and one is oil pores. The pores are natural, integral part of the skin's structure. Think of it as your lungs for your body. Your skin is your lungs for your body. So as your skin is exposed to chemicals in your personal care products, in the environment, in unfiltered water when you take a bath or a shower, your shampoo things, your makeup, your deodorant, all of those things, you're constantly putting chemicals into your body. And so being on fulvic acid on a daily basis, if it's hard for you to make a full switch, fulvic is really, really going to be important for you to be taking that every day. There are over 5 million pores in the body. Isn't that just crazy? 20,000 on the face alone and 2,000 pores on the feet. I read something the other day for acupuncturists. I don't know, drop in the chat, let me know if some of you do acupuncture, but there are over 360 acupuncture or pressure points on the body, and 60 of those are on the bottom of the feet. So soaking your feet in a fulvic acid bath, we're going to get to that in just a sec, but you can see all of the organs pretty much are tied to the bottom of our feet. You can see the solar plexus on there. You can see the heart, the kidneys, the small intestines, the sciatica nerve. There is just so much on the bottom of the feet. To what volume filtered water, please? That really doesn't matter, Richard. You can use any amount of water. I usually just throw mine in my smoothie. So you can take it that way. Some people just do a quick shot with the liquid. I don't even add it to water. I use the dropper and put it right under my tongue. So either the water quantity is not really important. So a foot soak. I don't know how many people have done a foot soak with the Fulvic, but it is absolutely amazing. And let me tell you, it is the best pedicure that you could ever have for your feet. If you have some pedicure tools, have them handy, because the dead skin is going to come off of your feet after soaking in fulvic hot water for 30 minutes, 20 minutes is going to be, you're going to be blown away by that. But it eases pains and muscles and cramps, boosts the nerve and muscle function. Think about that right there. Boost the nerve function. Helps I don't want to say prevent. I need to take that out of there. Helps support your body in dealing with blood clots. Let's put it that way. Reduces and prevents athlete's foot. Loosens the skin to remove splinters. That's a truth right there. Helps with toenail fungus, soothes pain from sprains and bruises, eases gout pain and discomfort, and all things that are associated with a bath that we're going to get to here in just a second. So some ideas, if you want to write this down for a foot soak, is I will do a half a teaspoon, a full half teaspoon of the fulvic powder. I'll add that to 1 cup of Epsom salt. Miriam, yeah, I would think so too. Healing your gut is going to help with that too. So the fulvic is going to be good internally and externally for that. So 1 cup of Epsom salt, 1/2 teaspoon of fulvic. I do like to add a little bit of baking soda in there too, maybe a 1/2 cup of baking soda. You can use bentonite clay, and mix all that in water that is as hot as you can stand it. If you'd like, before you dump that mixture, mix that all together and then pour that in the water. If you'd like, put some essential oils in there. So, do we have an antifungal essential oil? If you're doing a liver detox, the HEPA detox would be great in there, because let's go back a screen. Where is our liver? It's right there. Right on the left outside of our foot, right as we get to that arch. Our liver is there, our kidney is there. Let's detox those, let's open up and detox those pathways that are keeping us sick and keeping those toxins within us. And I'm telling you, you're gonna feel so much better after you've done a detox. And the fulvic will work in a way, so like I said earlier, our skin is like a lung, right? So as our full feet are soaking in this water, it's pulling out all of the toxins out of the bottom of your feet, but it's also uptaking the minerals that are in there, increasing the oxygen, balancing the pH, driving the nutrients deeper into the cells in all of those organs that are on the bottom of the feet. How cool is that? Balneotherapy is another way that you can do this too. I have taken 2 teaspoons of fulvic and put it in the Epsom salt with the baking soda and some essential oils, maybe it's lavender and frankincense one night to put me to sleep. Maybe I've got a cold coming on, and so I'm going to put some essential oils in that mixture in the glass jar before I put it in the tub. You want to do the essential oils in that mixture so it doesn't just float on top when you get in the tub. You want it to dissipate throughout the water. And it's going to do that when you mix it with the Epsom salt, and you mix it with the fulvic and the baking soda. Just mix all that in there, put about 5 drops of essential oils, and take your bath. And I told somebody to do this, and like, well, that's kind of an expensive bath. Okay, we'll go to California, and you can do a single mud bath for $138, where we've got, you know, a whole bag of powder that we can make our own mud bath. I'm not going to go over the scientific reports there on the right, but you can see some of the ways that fulvic can help support the body with those. Those are on PubMed, pubmed.gov, I believe, is the website. There's also a great website, I don't know if you guys have seen it, called fulvic.info. And fulvic.info has got a list of these diseases plus more that are linked to scientific studies and peer-reviewed studies on the fulvic acid. That's going to help guide you when you're talking with a customer. You can say, you know, we can't treat, diagnose, or anything, but we can say, here's some information for you to make your decision on whether or not you'd like to move forward with this fulvic. So let's see, what do we have next? Face mask. This is one of my favorite ways to use it also. I think the bath is my favorite. And here's a, let's back up to the bath and the foot soak real quick. When you're done soaking your feet or soaking your body in the tub, take your cell phone and turn your flashlight on, or turn the flash on your camera and take a video, because you're going to be blown away by the amount of heavy metals that are floating on top of the water that your body just got rid of. And I want to see some pictures. If you guys take a fulvic soak, I want to see some pictures of your dirty bath water, and I want to see what's floating on top. I have a picture. I need to do another before and after with my fulvic mask. It detoxifies and exfoliates. It prevents hyperpigmentation. It has anti-aging properties, improves skin health, helps with skin condition. It unclogs and shrinks the pores, draws out those toxins from the skin. Again, what are you using in your face? You know, what are you using for a face? Hopefully you're using HBN's skincare line. But beyond that, what are you using for your blush that's got heavy metals? What are you using for your foundation that has heavy metals? You know, what other things is your skin and your face exposed to that's making you age faster than you should? And I have if you ever do a mask, take a picture right below or right before, and then take a picture right after, and then put them side by side in Canva or whatever photo app that you use, and you're going to be blown away by the instant difference in your face. So with this, I would probably do maybe 3 scoops that come in the bag of the fulvic, and put that in a glass jar, and then add 3 of those scoops that come in the bag of water. So it's equal parts. Sometimes I will add equal parts of baking soda in there. So if I do 3 scoops of the fulvic, 3 scoops of the baking soda, I'm going to start with 5 scoops of water, but it typically takes about 6. I stir it up with a paintbrush, and then I put it on my face. You can also add some essential oils to this. I know frankincense is an has anti-aging properties for the face. You guys can drop in the chat too. I know there's some other essential oils that are really good for skin health, and I think sweet basil. Was sweet basil one of them? I think we talked about that. And this is safe for all skin types. So copiaba, thank you. I always say that wrong too. So you need to get your fulvic order today. If this is not on your auto ship, if you are not taking this every day, please, I care about you too much to have you not be on fulvic every single day. It comes in a 1 ounce, it comes in a 4 ounce, and it comes in the powder. You can also buy 3 and get 1 free, and then that will also qualify you for the free product of the month, which this month is if you go and place an order as soon as this call is over, and you get that fulvic powder, you're going to get that bottle of black seed oil for free. So that's an amazing thing. One of the things that I did not mention on this, which I can't believe I didn't, but fulvic acid is also antiviral. So this with the black seed oil, and remember I said it takes it into the cells, right? And cleans it out, cleans the cells out, puts in the oxygen, world's leader in electrolytes. Like that's going to keep you healthy within your at the cellular level. And it's also going to put that black seed oil and take that deeper into the organs and the tissue within the body. Pretty amazing. Next month's Try Me product is Purity, and that is not a product that I've used very much, but in talking to my doctor friend, Dr. Janine, when she started looking at the ingredients on that, she was super excited about the ingredients in there for situations that I am not allowed to talk about in public, because we do not have the right to do that. Because the FDA has control over those issues. Coming up right after this call, our wonderful servant leader, I just love Marcus, is going to be sharing the U+2 Freedom Project and how you can turn HB Naturals into a way where you can earn free product. Maybe you want $500 a month, maybe you want $1,000 a month, maybe you want more. Whatever your level of desire is, we welcome you here at HBN, because I'm here to heal the world. I can't heal the world without help from network marketing and other people sharing. So join our tribe, join the call, see if Coach Marcus, see if HB Naturals is something where you would like to plant your flag and share with others. So with that, I'm going to stop record